Hi, I'm Mikko from the S60 team in Nokia, from the product marketing team there. I wanted to share some of my favorite tips and tricks around S60 usage with you. And it's kind of difficult to select which of those to choose for this kind of an occasion, but I decided to go for the web browser for S60 because I feel, and I hope that many of you feel as well, that that's one of the crown jewel of the applications that we provide as part of the S60 application suite to S60 devices. So if I go into the browser, I have here loaded the s60.com page, and the first thing I want to show here is the usage of the toolbar. So if I click on an area where there's no links or images for a little bit longer time, I get my frequently visited websites list here. I can also activate the page overview, reload the page, or find text on the page. So that's quite handy. So for example, the page overview mode here allows me to navigate around in the page. On the other hand, if you want to just go to the page overview mode, we have another way of doing that as well. So if I click on number 8 on the keyboard, I get to this page overview, and that allows me now to position around in the page. When I click, I'm actually zoomed into the area that I have chosen in the page. Other shortcuts and direct links that we have through the keyboard. So if you hit the number 9, what you can do is you can just type in a URL that you want to visit. Let's take, for example, s60.com, our own website. So once the page loads, we obviously have the full view into the site here. And let's take another shortcut, an example of what has been built into the keyboards, and that's the back functionality. I'm sure many of you using S60 devices know our visual history. So if you hit on the right soft key, you will get a thumbnail view of the pages that you have visited before. But in some cases, what you actually want to do is just go back to the previous page. And a shortcut for that is that you hit the number 3 on the keyboard. And it will go back to the previous page that you had automatically. So again, you are saving some of the clicks on using that functionality. If I want to zoom in or zoom out in the page, bearing in mind that we need to be able to show pages which are designed for larger displays, so PCs, on a small screen devices. So in some cases you do want to do zooming, and for that we have the shortcuts with the star and the asterisk keys. So for both zooming in and zooming out, I can just use those keys directly. If you click on number 2, what you'll find is that you can actually find some text within the page. So if I type in, start typing in some text, it will automatically always go to the next matching text on the page. And one more, if I want to show here, is the number 1. So hitting number 1 gets me directly to the bookmarks page and allows me to select from the predefined set of bookmarks or from the automatic bookmarks that we have. So there's quite a few of these shortcuts. I also challenge you to try some of the other keys while you are using the browser, just to find out how do they actually work. And I hope they are very, very useful for your own use. So these were some of the tips and tricks that I found very useful on S60 devices and specifically on the web browser. If you have any good examples of such tips and tricks, please send those as reply to this video, and you have a good chance of winning some excellent S60 devices.